Y ahora vamos a hacer la otra. La otra que es... ¿Dónde está, tío? La otra es... Este. ¿Vale? Vamos a hacer este. Así que nos tenemos que mover aquí al lado. Joder, está ahí cerquita, perfecto. Leñez. Ahora. Leñez, que no me dejaba esto. Vale. Tenemos que ir por allá, ¿no?
We're looking for the Great Mujina Yokai.
Do you know where it lives? Great Mujina Yokai?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even...
One time, the Great Mujina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this sounds like a very naughty little monster. Because we finally found out how to chase it away.
My dad said that the Great Mujina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the... So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever...
This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you.
Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away.
Yeah. So, as long as we get home before it gets its strength back... Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is.
La actitud de sus padres es un poco extraña. La verdad es que sí. La verdad es que sí.
Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world. We should tell them so they don't waste all their time. Oh, children, listen up. There's no need...
Huh?
No way.
That's impossible.
Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because
that's not true. The Great... Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up.
Perdón, ¿le estás fabricando armas a los niños? ¿Qué me estás contando? Yoimiya.
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in... We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories. But... Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
Increíble.
Wait, hold on, don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's...
Increíble, le estás vendiendo armas a niños. Carassius Auratus, acto 1. Vamos, lío. ¿Dónde está el cangrejo que lo estaba viendo por aquí antes? Eso es. Vale. Tenemos que ir... por aquí atrás, ¿no? Venga.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Mira, ahí está, mira, ahí está. La traficante de armas para niños. Es que, tío, ¿cómo lo puedes vender armas a niños, tío? Flipo. No son armas, son... Peor de todo, explosivos.
How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist?
But we've never seen it.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra... It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, no matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops...
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and...
Oh, yeah. Hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys. One each. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing. Will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids... The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course... Okay, but it definitely doesn't... Yeah, The first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks. So, I guess now the kids...
So in a way...
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who... Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full... Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If so, I give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because... right? So what if it's made up? It's also really... The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and secrets. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the vision hunting
Yeah! Oh, way too early. For sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fire...
Naganohara fireworks show?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the... Oh, on the subject? Are you busy these days? If not, then you should... In that case, come with me to Naganohara.
Pues nada, vamos a ver los fuegos artificiales.
Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too.
Ah, no, llego mejor andando. Si es que está ahí cerca.
A load of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really... Hey, Pups! I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't wait.
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And
I can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
a long something
Pops is
first.
Ala, a contar historia, como los abuelos.
Sorry about this, ever since Pops had his accident...
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed...
Much later, people eventually realized that it...
Pops, wait!
Huh? What?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the...
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oye, ¿el país está tonto? ¿Está sordo? ¿O qué cojones le pasa, tío?
Oh, the materials.
Ah, vale, que es que hay un... Vale, que es que hay como una especie de entendimiento, ¿no?
Yes! Sorry, Paimon got all excited.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain...
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make...
Of course.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pops something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully.
Ah, por eso. Los materiales. Vale.
When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But, it just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from... Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is...
You and Mia? Sorry.
Hold on.
¿Cómo? ¿Quién carajos es?
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakajiro. So far, at least, we're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in... An arrest warrant?
Ojo.
Keep it down. We don't want to... If Sakajiro is caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do... Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but...
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really... If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back?
Well... There's something But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long...
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorate, only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they order. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Wow!
Ojo, maravilloso.
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers...
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20... I would have thought that things...
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. Also, whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not...
Thank you. This way, I still have...
Alright, well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long.
Alright, I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born in... Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi to...
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess... I just wish the commissions could be a little bit... I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I have to find a way... I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now, you don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. And then you can come meet me back at the... Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakajiro's boat.
Ok. Al lío.
Oh, yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
He saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, alright, I guess. Wait, should we really be...
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Chiste.
Oh,
Chistaco.
I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you.
Huh? Why?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the...
I understand.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come... Right, I'll go fetch the...
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything...
Alright then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new...
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past.
That's a long story, actually. Maybe I'll...
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to... Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, and I'm doing it again, aren't I? what I meant to say was, well, I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro. It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get it.
So, what you're trying to say is...
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, what I really wanted to say was, sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, let's head to the city. I think I'll try my...
O sea, esta es una persona que le gusta hablar a tope.
Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess. But what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kind of have a point. Race you!
Ah, here we are.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Hello, Morihiko. How's...
Yoimiya. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks.
Huh? Really?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the... I've come to expect it now.
Oh, so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like... What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's... Once when I had an argument with my son, I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows?
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Only...
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. You're fine. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the...
Don't worry. Just take it.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment.
There's no convincing you. All right then. If you pass on my regards to your dad, tell him Morihiko wishes it.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do... When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks. But they don't always listen. Anyway, we've gotten all the materials we need now, so that's all. Next, we just need to go find someone to process.
Vale.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must...
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading a...
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
Voy a hablar mientras estoy currando, ¿vale?
No worry. Oh, wait. Actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can... Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make.
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, if you badger Hajime like this, you will only...
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is...
So give me your ore, and I will process it.
Huh? Master, you...
Is that so surprising? It is.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra...
Though for you, dear child, No matter how much you excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but...
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life.
So, have a minima art and Naganohara fireworks?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have Hajime. In the future.
I know.
Alright, okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's...
Yo sé, a ver, entiendo que... A ver, quiero entender un poco, ¿vale? Que esto os aburra un poco porque es mucho texto. En este caso, mucha conversación. Pero es que es así. Tengo que hacer las misiones, tengo que hacer las historias y no hay más. Lo siento, de verdad.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken
I felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to... When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have the chance to sit down. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? I haven't been to Liyue before, but from what I've heard from Miss Beto, it sounds like that something big happened there recently, right? Didn't there?
Yeah, a lot of crazy things. Luckily, everyone worked together to stave off a huge...
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I gotta say, it's pretty remarkable that the citizens managed to step... I mean, I sure can't imagine. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain... So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And to find a lost family member, too.
You were separated from your family because of... Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to... let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might...
Sometimes.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have... An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunity. Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least... Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
Lo añadiré a mi lista de candidatos. También depende de lo que piense mi hermana. O sea, prefiero esto.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Oh, okay, good. Let's go then.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Vamos al bote.
Let's dance.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the fine... Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm...
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved.
I'm not the one you should be praising. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled... This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's...
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden.
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's... As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to... And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've...
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait,
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third sis would be sure to scold me if...
Who's third sis?
La tercera hermana.
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazu. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided that each one... It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fire.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them...
Yeah. No matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fight... To us, those memories are...
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when... Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught...
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi... But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway. So, I never have a clue who they are. One time,
Me ha hecho gracia
he
porque...
shows up with another one of his friends.
Me ha hecho gracia porque han estado ahí hablando tranquilamente sin
So I'm like, yes, I do.
inmutarse con el tema de los
Once when I
truenos.
was just a baby.
Yo es que flipo.
Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. The boat is already and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack...
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problem, but if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you...
Okay, I won't, but...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there...
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, once I started to realize that, I got restless. Forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it.
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until the Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours. Their son's in the Tenryou Commission, isn't he? That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe...
Are you sure that...
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. Okay, let's go. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? Pops? Pops? No, never mind. I know. I'll write it.
Madre mía.
Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
A ver, ¿me podría haber teletransportado? Sí. Se va a darle un poquito de emoción al asunto, tío. Que llevo hablando mucho tiempo y no he hecho nada.
Think you can get away?
Un poquito de emoción al asunto, tío.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Are these two your...
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult...
Indeed, these are unprecedented times, but...
Oh, before I...
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the...
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things...
We aren't as young as we once were, though. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started...
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle...
No. We can't be putting you to... I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming.
It's no trouble, really. We don't...
Oh, you're such good kids. And if you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some...
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first.
¿Qué tengo que hacerlo así? Vale.
Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru! How have you been?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business, we sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is, they were a real...
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can...
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah, this...
Oh, wow, thank you so much. But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get it.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think that you make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the...
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in...
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have...
Speaking of youth, do you know what?
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go.
50 years since what?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the day.
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fireworks show. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure, even as it was rising up into the sky, but then it exploded, the sky lit up. Before I knew what was happening, apparently,
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time, but 50 years of being together.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always... Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days.
Ah, what a great...
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the...
Yeah, it's a
Sakujiro.
Huh?
He was our boy's best friend. They were inseparable. They grew up but one day.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted... But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was... You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about the...
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or...
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke. But since it's Sakujiro...
What a strange coincidence.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said, now I finally understand why he can't decide.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then we can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you.
Yes. It'd be so...
I think after all these years, they ought to let...
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Vale. Vuelta para allá.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened.
Huh? What, Pops, are you alright? They didn't...
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had... Pops, did you see where... Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely... Good point. Names. Reading names. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over...
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get it. I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump. I think their leader's name was Keisuke.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't... We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's...
Venga, va, vamos a buscarlo. Un poquito de emoción al asunto, tío.
It's Mochizaka and his friends. Let's ask them.
Hi, Yoimiya. Are the weapons to scare away the...
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. Aren't you gonna... I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy.
Yeah!
Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Yep, we did.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind...
Ah, mira, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está.
There are people from the Tenryou Commission over there. It must be them.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk.
Didn't you hear me? You're not...
Ugh, what a nuisance!
Ojo, pelea. Ah, es de arco.
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
The fuse is lit.
Ah, vale, me da atributo de fuego. Vale, 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 vale.
Here come the fireworks. That didn't count.
A ver.
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
No sé, no sé. No me convence mucho.
The work of the Tenryou Commission. You will be punished for your act. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the...
Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fact. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your... If this is to be my fate...
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of...
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you...
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get in...
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Then why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to... I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been...
I have nothing to say to... He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword...
What are you talking about? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yoimiya, leave it.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you... Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so if I win, then you need to say everything that's in... And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why. If you don't say anything now, you may never...
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept...
Yoimiya.
I accept.
Ojo, pelea.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Those are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Let's play! Time for takeoff. Fuse is lit! Goes Bishop down! Fire hazard!
I must withdraw.
Que termino antes con Razor.
Sir, they are too strong. We...
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away.
Yes, sir.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to...
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have... Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that what I'd done in the past... I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the... I was glad that I'd left Inazuma. But then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the...
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur.
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been... But I just had to come back and visit.
Life isn't easy for... I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more. But now, my role is to punish violators of this Hakoku decree. And I do wonder, am I really... The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here.
What will you say to the...
Don't worry about that. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the... I will lend you my help, but... And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Ay, la buena amistad.
I'll beat them. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I had...
But I think you did the right thing. And look...
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't...
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but... By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then.
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm
never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start.
Por favor, dime que se viene cinemática de la pirotecnia.
What can I say? I like to talk. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's... Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect... My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Vale. Ojo, vamos a otra vez a la feria, ¿eh? Casualidades de la vida, ¿eh? Bueno, a la feria, al festival. A ver. Cinemática, ¿eh?
Huh? Oh. Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yoimiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yoimiya?
Shh.
Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just... Oh, remember that big one that went up first? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it. It was one of the best.
That's what I wanted to hear. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will... Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip.
You know, Yoimiya, you seem to turn into a completely different person during the...
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fire for Keisuke's parents, and for Keisuke and Sakujiro. Oh yeah, right!
As for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it...
Seriously?
Huh. Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so it was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family. So it was by chance that I ended up learning that. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go... You know, I don't really think about complicated things like... But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Y hemos terminado las dos misiones que teníamos que hacer hoy. Supuestamente nos toca esta, ¿vale? Esta es la nueva.
Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about...
Cállate. Paimon, cállate.